Yeah, by the time I started recording the wipe, we'd already had a good start. We got a base down, we got some guns from an airdrop, and we started investigating our area. They definitely got raided the day before. This was day 2 of wipe. They had a pretty stacked base already. I killed one of them quickly. He had a few things on him, but yeah, not much else.
I thought that was Seth. Oh my
Just
No. Seth might have just killed him.
My headset died here, so the boys didn't know what was going on, but I killed him, got the Tommy, and we picked up a few extra guns.
Did you get him? I'm leaving.
Fair.
We continued our roam, and Orange found another person trying to run away from water treatment real quick. My aim wasn't great here, but Orange mowed him down. I shout out Orange for carrying us this wipe, but yeah, it was a good little bit of loot to start off with, something we really needed. Our trail's on a bit of a tear at the moment. We're killing everyone we kind of ran into. I felt like it was only day 2 of wipe, but I felt like we're well ahead of most of the people in our area, and it was just easy loot to get. The boys ran into one of the biggest enemies of the wipe. They were just really annoying. They were easy to kill. I got on, headed over towards them. They had a pretty average base, but we thought we could mess around with them a little bit. After killing him, we decided to take a rig. I didn't really record the rig, I just recorded a clip. We had a couple of counters come across. Wave tonight, killed all 3 of them, got some extra guns, extra meds. We're on fire early wipe, and we're getting our loot pretty quickly, which was really nice. Next, we found a little base in the snow. It only had a wood door, so we thought we might as well raid it and take a farm, a bit of sulfur in here. Unfortunately, this shit was not loaded at all. It looked like this guy had actually just started, to be honest. He didn't even have a tier 1 or really any other doors down. So, a bit of a hit and miss, but then there was someone outside with a bow. Killed him real quick, and it was actually the base owner. We tried to give him his base back, but I think he quit after we raided him. Now, once we got back from that raid, there's a bunch of watchtowers set up. We had been griefed. We didn't know who it was at the time, but it was those guys who we were messing around with in that rock base, and they weren't happy with us at all. So, yeah, they put these up. It's not going to really do much, but it was just funny that they went to that effort. Now, the goal for this wipe was to contest with the big groups and the big clans. And there was actually a massive village with, I'd say, 10 or 11 people, and they were constantly taking Halley for the whole wipe. Now, the Quavers got off, but Orange and I decided to contest one of their Halley takes. Now, it looks like I was just doing nothing here, but I was kind of biding our time. I was waiting for Orange to flank around the right as I went around the left. Unfortunately, he did notice me. There was one on the ground and then there was two on the roof. I don't think many of them were on at the moment, but we needed to make a plan. So I decided to flank around the left side, and Orange was going to pinch him from the right, and we're going to try to meet up at where he was. Now, I'd made him 1 HP. I was shooting around, making sure he'd stay there. I was waiting for Orange to flank him from the right. He kills him, doubles him. There's still the guy on the roof. Check his body, and he's absolutely loaded. M2 and an L96. This is the perfect play. And we got a great kit, a great raid defense kit, which is massive for us. And we did what we were looking to do, annoy a massive group. Now, I was just sitting on the roof for a little while just to make sure they didn't follow us home, or ended up finding where we lived. And funnily enough, a couple guys just started running past our base. Now, I hit them up a little bit. I saw Orange was flanking from behind again, which was another perfect little pinch that we're going to do. I thought it was best if I probably headed downstairs in case Orange died. Now, once again, these guys were absolutely juiced. We killed one, and I thought, I just grabbed all this loot, I better head back inside. I was a little stumped though, because I thought it was going to be the boys that we just took took that kid off. But it ended up being a different group. I don't know why they're running past our base with all that loot. Water treatment, and we saw a few guys running the road whilst I was recycling, and it wasn't the best aim, but I was able to eventually kill him, and he was pretty loaded. To give a little context here, we were getting briefed properly this time. Those same guys that put the watchtower down decided to put an external at the front of our base. Now, after this group continuously griefed us, we decided to give them a bit of a taste of their own medicine, and they had a few turrets set up towards their front door. Just they were a bit gearfy. They were happy coming out the front door, but they wanted to stay in range of the turret. So we thought we'd break these turrets, and then they wouldn't probably do anything at all. We had the quavers on the drone, so don't be scared about that at all. But we broke their turrets. Quavers just got off, and Orange and I thought it was probably the best time to go for a bit of a farm. Fortunately, we got stuck between two groups here. We were chasing a solo down, and there was a few players behind us, and we were in a bit of a shit spot. Thankfully, I was able to kill this guy above us. Had a bit of a mare. I wanted to get his body, but I couldn't place the wall down because it was on that side of the hill. Fortunately, Orange was able to kill both of them, and we got a few more kits out of that. So, yeah, we were definitely dominating, especially in our area, and no one really wanted to mess with us. We heard some more gunshots nearby, so we thought we might as well investigate them. Knocked him just, wasn't the greatest aim. And then Orange absolutely shitted on a full metal AK kit just behind us. So yeah, Orange was just cooking. Once again, these guys, it was the same guys before, and they were totally loaded once again. We were just farming them for so much resources, kits, ammo, everything, to be honest. Now, shortly after this, as you can see by my inventory, it was raid time. We're going to raid those boys that had TC griefed us and were messing around with us. At the time, we thought they were still on, so we built a little raid base. We had the quavers just on the drone, having a look around, making sure there was no counts. We had a turret set up too, and we were ready to raid them. At this point, me and the boys were just lost on where to go. We wanted to take our time, but we also wanted to be quick because Orange was already starting to fight a few counters, and we weren't sure if they were going to get back on. It was really confusing on where we needed to go next. Thankfully, we got to the top of the base. It kind of gave us a little bit of an overview of where everything might be. It ended up not really helping at all. We got through this little hexagon spot, found a box. Wasn't bad loot, but we knew we had to keep going quickly before these big groups took over the area and kind of took control of the raid. So we knew we had to rush. We just wanted to not waste boom. I quickly depoted the loot in the raid base and then I headed out over to power plant because Orange had killed the counters once, but they had come back again, but he was able to push them back a fair bit, so I went over to chase them down. Killed one, but then I got shot in the back. Now, after we depoted all the loot back to the main base, I decided to take cargo by myself. The boys were doing stuff at base, and I thought, let's just keep getting more loot. We're on a roll, we're dominating the server. Everything was going our way. I felt unstoppable. Thought I could take this tree on by myself. Killed all three of them. They didn't really prove much of a challenge. They didn't even get up the ladder. I wasn't the best aim, but killed all three and got some extra kits and guns. Now boys, this is when things started to get really intense. We thought we had complete control and were dominating our area. We wanted to expand further. We went back over to that massive village with all these big bases, and we knew they had a little cave below. So we went to check that out. Orange and I were the only ones on. We'd made our way down the well. Orange was down there already, so he put it back up for me to come down. I had a bunch of boom on me. We wanted to see if they're hiding any of their good loot down in the cave. It was also a bit of a test to see whether they'd come counter or if they were too scared and just sat in their base, because we wanted to eventually raid them. That was the end goal for this wipe, was to take down this clan. Now, it obviously wasn't loaded, but we did learn a few valuable things here. Firstly, they weren't hiding anything down in the cave. Everything was in their main bases. And then secondly, we knew that they were scared of us because they didn't want to come counter a raid that was literally right outside of their base. Wave has gone on at this point and we were able to depot all our raid loot that we got. We ended up hitting another base nearby to see if they'd come out and counter or anything, but no, they weren't doing anything again, so we just left and depot back at base. Whilst we were depoting the rest of the loot, we heard the Halley boys are actually taking Halley again, so quickly depoted everything, and then I decided to just spawn over there naked. The boys were already over there and just having a look at how many were in their group. After this, we decided to go head for another raid out in the snow. We found a cool cave and someone had built in it, so we thought we might as well try to raid it, see if they had a lot of farm or some extra resources for us. Ended up not being actually too expensive of a raid, and the loot itself was actually very good. A lot of charcoal, a couple good guns, AK, a couple bolties in there. They were pretty juiced up. It was the guys earlier in the video, they tried to counter cargo against me, but I killed them all. Almost 2k scrap. It was actually definitely worthwhile. A lot of comps too. And this is the moment where things turn upside down. Orange goes to counter the big village's crate of water treatment, whilst Quavis and I head over and take cargo. Now the party chat was going ballistic right now. I was so happy, but as you saw by that message, they found where we lived and they were not happy at all. They started talking game chat the next hour or so. They were camping us. We couldn't leave our base. They had people on the mountain shooting at us from afar. We were trying to set up a SAM on the roof. They were everywhere. After Orange probably took 3 or 4 full metal kits from them. They were so mad. But this is exactly what we planned to do. We wanted to contest with a massive group, a massive village. Now we worked out there was about 8 or 9 of them in total. And we knew this is exactly the kind of enemy that we wanted to create. So we kept trying to antagonize them here. We kept trying to shoot back at them, not let them have the win over us. Now the antagonizing probably worked a little too well. In the end, ended up getting MLRS hit. I was able to quickly repair the compound. So it didn't really hit much of our base. So we were pretty much in the clear. They had someone up on the hill, so whatever they were doing, they seemed prepared. So we weren't sure if they were going to hit us online or offline, but this was our plan. This was our goal for the wipe. We wanted to antagonize a massive group, a massive village itself, to come over and raid a little group, a small group, waste their boom on us, give us that storyline that we wanted. on our way back from bandit camp, and yep, fucking raid base right out the front of our base. Tried to invite Quavers real quick. He wasn't on. It was actually bad timing. We went to get a few more SAM sites. We saw that raid base and we knew we had to get right inside real quick, get prepared. It was really bad timing, unfortunately. They were already set up. They had 2 guys up on that hill just watching us in case we went on the roof. But we gave it our best go. It was a 2v, I think 10 raid in the end. They got a few extras on. Yeah, the plan was simple apart from the guys on the hill shooting me in the side. I was going to try to rocket out their raid base and just open it up, make them panic. And Orange was going to be on the ground floor, try to repair any walls that they were breaking and push out to the raid base eventually. Now the smoke was making it real tough, so I kind of changed position. There was a lot of them that were just overwhelming us, spraying rockets directly into our base. They were watching me wherever I went. Any peak I'd go to, they were there watching. Orange was doing his best. He was racking up kills. I think he killed 3 or 4 trying to enter into the compound. So we're doing really well to defend at this point. Killed a quick couple trying to rush in, but things were starting to look really open. Just kept spraying rockets out there. They had so many numbers. It was really difficult with those people on the hill as well to try and do anything on the roof, so I thought the best idea was probably come into the compound. Killed a few more there, so many hit markers. And Orange had walls in his hands, ready to place down. We're about to seal the compound. We were looking good at the moment. We've kind of held them back. The Torrents were doing their job. Now I was able to kill a few more with the grenades, which I thought we might be a sneaky chance to quickly try to seal, but it was really tough. I was just watching from the raid base at the same time. Kept trying to ping some nades out, see if I could get a few more hit markers. Just make it a little bit more of a possibility to possibly seal, but it was really tough at the moment. They had so many numbers, they just kept coming back. Even if we killed them again and again and again, they would still just have respawns. People watching us from the hill, there's no counters, it was just an annihilation. They'd almost gone through our whole base at this point. I tried to seal, but got rocketed, and then at this point they were just everywhere. It's pretty much done, but thankfully we had a bit of a plan B that we put in place. So see, we didn't only just go to Bandit Camp, we also took a trip down to that snow cave that we had raided earlier, and we decided to hide the rest of our sulfur and rockets down there. And then once we got raided and had nothing left, we handed them over to a big group, told them to raid this big village, and when I logged on a few days later, this is what was left of that once massive village. They had been completely wiped off the face of the earth. They had nothing left. Now, I don't know if the rockets that we donated got used in this raid, or even if that group raided them. But I like to think so. I like to say that we played a part in their demise on this server. But yeah, that pretty much wrapped up the rest of the story. Nothing else happened, and I just want to say thank you guys if you made it to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. And there's going to be a heap more videos coming soon. I'm going to try to grow the channel as big as it can go. But yeah, if you enjoyed this one, check out some others, and we'll catch you in the next one.